It's 3 degrees outside, y'all, which means I'm not going outside, which means we will be in the house talking about the new DJI Mic 2. I got a whole lot to tell you. Let's get it. What up, y'all? It's Tyson Short Wolf, and I'm back for another video. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. And remember to be thankful for your life today, because you did not have to have that, okay? A few things before we get on with the meat potatoes. Number one, DJI did send me the DJI Mic 2s ahead of time, so I've had them for a little while. However, they get no input on this video, no money exchanged for this video. They don't even get to see it before I post it. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I don't script videos, so I might mess up, although I did take some notes because it's a lot of information that you need to know. The third thing is I am wearing the DJI Mic 2 right now. So this is the audio coming straight out the DJI Mic 2. Obviously, I've, treated it, but this is audio 32-bit flow from the DJI Mic 2. Now, if you are not hip to what the original DJI mics were, they were fantastic. Matter of fact, I got a pair right here, and these things are still amazing to this day. However, they weren't perfect, and they definitely needed some things changed, and I'm glad to say that DJI has corrected most of those things with the DJI Mic 2. Okay, so this is the pouch that it comes with if you get the full combo. There's a few different options that you could do. If you notice, this looks very, very similar to the Osmo Pocket 3 pouch. But anyways, inside of it, we get the DJI Mic 2 combo. Now this combo, if you want the charger case, the receiver, and 2 transmitters, it's $349. You can also get it with just the receiver and the transmitter without the charger case, so that combo is $219. You can also buy just the mics themselves separately. These are $99 a piece, and they come in black and white. And if you just want to buy the charger case by itself, it's $69. Just buy the whole freaking combo, okay? $350, and you're gonna find out that this package, this combo, comes with so much freaking sauce in it. Now, real quick before we move on, I looked at my YouTube analytics the other day, and I ain't gonna lie, I almost cried because I saw that 90% of y'all are coming back watching the videos, but y'all ain't subscribed. So can we please go ahead and change that? Like right now, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Now let's get back to the video. Now I'm gonna bring the original DJI mics back into the picture so that you can see the difference, okay? Right off the bat, you can see that the new Mic 2 case is a lot bigger than the original DJI Mic case. The other major change is the original DJI Mic case was made out of like a hard plastic. I mean, it's a durable plastic. Like, I've dropped it, it's never broken or anything like that, but it don't freaking lock. So I have dropped the case before and had the mics and the receivers just fly off into India somewhere or Africa or something like that. So I'm glad that on the new case, there's now a locking mechanism. So you have to press the button to open it, and if you don't do that, then it doesn't open. Also, this case is made out of aluminum, so it's a lot more durable than the original DJI Mic 2 plastic case was, okay? If we open them up inside, you get the same layout. So I'm using one of the DJI Mic 2s, which is why there's one missing, but there's a transmitter, there's 2 receivers. The charging case charges both of them 2 extra times, and you still get the USB-C and Lightning adapters in both combos. So if we take out the receiver, that comes in there also. So overall with the cases, functionality wise, they're exactly the same, but the new Mic 2 case is pretty different and it is bigger. Now also there's a difference between the TRS cable that comes with it. So this is the original, all right? And then this is the new one. So the new one has 90-degree angles on both sides, whereas this one is straight on both sides. So I love that change. Okay, now looking at the receivers by themselves, let's take both of these out. You will see there is a difference in the way that they look, okay? So the new DJI Mic 2 has a translucent look, which is actually pretty dope. Also, it is a little bit shorter and it is a little bit wider. Now, if we look at the top, there's also some differences. So both of them have a 3.5mm jack to plug in a freaking microphone, but the microphone that's built into the mic on the DJI Mic 1 is separate, and this is where you would attach the little wind sock, wind muff, whatever you want to call it, dead cat. So you put it on there and you screw it on. Well, on the DJI Mic 2, that's different. So if I take out the little furry from the DJI Mic 2, first of all, the microphone is not visible anymore. So it's kind of hidden behind this little design up here. I don't know exactly where it is, but with the little furry, you just plug it into the 3.5 millimeter port, and it sits right on top. So no more getting flicked off and popping off or anything like that. So that is also a welcome change. If you look on the right hand side, you'll see we have now an LED indicator right above the link button. And on the opposite side, this is where our record button and our USB port button is. And now there's an LED indicator on the opposite side as well, instead of, again, on the top corner. I will tell you that the magnet on the Mic 2 is bigger than the magnet on the Mic 1. Also, the clip, this is huge, okay? The clip on the Mic 2, inside of there, there's now a hook to route the cable for a lav mic. Although the Mic 2 does not have a lock-in lav system like the Rodes do, which I'll be doing a whole comparison between these and the Rode Wireless Pros, probably the video after this one, but that's a major thing. Okay, so now that we got the transmitters out the way, let's take a close look at the receivers. Both of these have OLED touchscreens on them, but the Mic 2's touchscreen has gotten bigger to 1.2 inches, so it's been eating some Cheerios and some Wheaties, okay? The other thing that you'll notice is the Mic 2 now has a jog wheel on the side of it. I'm gonna come back to that in 1 second. If we look at them physically, you can see that the Mic 2 is not as wide, but it is longer, and walking around it, the rest of it is pretty similar, except for now the microphone port is now a different color, so you don't get confused on which one you should be plugging it into. Now, I want to take a second to point out two things. On the original DJI mics, this is where you would plug in, you know, your iPhone adapter or your USB-C adapter, and it was a spring-loaded adapter that you had to plug in and then flip it out. It freaking broke for me within 2 weeks of owning it, so I had to go get a 3D printed one that didn't fold. Shout out to Original Dobo, that's who I got it from. And on the new mics, they fixed this problem. So now it's separated. Now there's a cold shoe adapter on the bottom of it, so you don't have to flip it open anymore. And now there's just a cover that you take off to expose the USB-C and the lightning adapter to plug in the phone. Now, the other question that you probably have is, are these interchangeable? Can I use one with the other? No, because the size is different. So you don't have to worry about this piece breaking off anymore because now it's built into the housing. Total W. Let's go back to this jog dial on the side of it, okay? Not only can you like scroll through the menu and all that stuff using it, but from the home screen, when you press it, then it lets you select which microphone you want to adjust. And once you have a microphone selected, so for example, if you pick the left mic, then once you turn this, you can easily adjust the gain just by turning it left or right without having to dig through the freaking menus. This is one of my favorite features about the new Mic 2s. If I just need to adjust the gain of one microphone, all I gotta do is click it, adjust it, click it again to lock it in. It's so good. Now I'm gonna come back to this because there's some more features that I wanna talk about. Both of these have 8 gigabytes of onboard storage, but this is where things get a little different because the DJI Mic 2 can now record a freaking 32-bit float. Now, this will give you about 14 hours of 24-bit audio or 11 hours of 32-bit float audio. Now, there's a caveat that you need to know about. We found this out the hard way last week on the shoot. If you're doing 24-bit audio, then it will break the files up every 30 minutes because of the file format. But if you're doing 32-bit float, it will break it up every 23 minutes. So that's just something that you need to be mindful of. They're recorded in WAV format, and of course, you can just plug it up to a computer or a phone and snatch the files off. No additional software is needed. Now, another key difference is the original DJI mic was only 2.4 gigahertz. Well, the DJI Mic 2 is now 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth. So this changes a whole lot of stuff. So first of all, obviously with the Osmo Pocket 3, a lot of y'all know, the Osmo Pocket 3 has a built-in receiver, so you don't need to connect like the physical receiver. It handles everything on board through the menu, okay? You can connect 2 of them. With the Osmo Action 4, it also has built-in, you know, receiver stuff in it so that you don't need to use the receiver, the physical receiver. With that one, however, it only supports one DJI Mic 2. But the good thing is because the new DJI Mic 2 is Bluetooth, I can pair it to so many things. I can pair it up to my computer with freaking Bluetooth and use it as a microphone, which I've done. I can pair it up to my phone with Bluetooth and use it as a freaking microphone, which I've done. And the opportunities are endless. When you get these, go around your house and just pair it up to stuff and see if you can use it as a microphone. Now that we got the hardware stuff out the way, we need to talk about the software stuff because honestly, this is where the Mic 2s kind of changed the game. They have a few new features that really It's just gonna make you wanna buy them right away. Now, the first feature that we obviously talked about already is 32-bit float. It makes it a lot easier to avoid clipping when people like me with big mouths talk too freaking loud, or when you got people who are super quiet. It gives you a ton of latitude to raise it back to 0 dB. So 32-bit float is game changing. Now, the next feature is called camera power on off simultaneously. And what this does is when you have the mic plugged into a camera with the 3.5mm TRS cable, then anytime you turn the camera on, it will automatically turn the receiver on, and it also works in the opposite direction. When you turn the camera off, then it powers the receiver off. It's so freaking good. The other amazing feature in here is the auto record option. So when you pull out one of the transmitters, what'll happen is if you turn this feature on, it will automatically trigger recording internally on the DJI Mic 2. And this is to make sure that you always have a 32-bit float file being recorded directly to the Mic 2. Obviously, you still get backup recording like you did with the original mic, but this is something separate. For me, this has been a really good feature, and it helps me because I'm freaking forgetful and I will forget to press the record button, so that solves that. The other good thing is the record stop lock. If I turn this on, when I press record and somebody is wearing one of these microphones, it will prevent that person from stopping the recording from their mic. And this is huge for y'all who shoot, you know, a lot of talent stuff, whether it's fitness stuff, whether it's weddings. You don't have to worry about the talent mistakenly stopping the recording. So this is another game-changing feature. Now, there's two other things I want to show you. If we go to receiver settings, there's now an option that says recommended camera settings. And again, another really useful, thoughtful feature. If we tap on this, it lets us choose what brand our camera is and what model our camera is, and this will automatically give everything an automatic preset based off of the sweet spot of the audio for that camera. Now, most of the popular cameras are in here, however, there are a few missing, and I have had a call with DJI, and I let them know, hey, you guys are missing cameras like the ZV-E1, which is a really popular camera, and a few other cameras, and they did say, excuse me, I don't know what that was all about. They did say that they're freaking working on adding more, so that's a really good feature. And the last thing, intelligent noise cancellation. So this is different from the original DJI mics. You still have the low cut filter and all that other good stuff, but now with the intelligent noise cancellation, to turn it on, I'll show you real quick. You swipe up from the bottom. If you have two microphones paired, you swipe up underneath whatever microphone you want to change. And right here, there's an option on the screen to turn on intelligent noise cancellation or not. I'm going to give you a sample real quick of the difference. Okay, so I am in the busy New York streets. Actually, let me turn this up a little bit. This is New York traffic sounds on the TV. DJI says that this filters out all the noise and, you know, people talking and brings your voice to the forefront. So we about to see if that's true. Now, side note, if you got an Osmo Pocket 3, you can actually trigger noise cancellation from the mic itself. But obviously, if you have a non-DJI camera, that doesn't work. But you know what? Let's go ahead and turn it up a little bit more. We're going to crank this all the way up to 100 to see how well it can really perform. So I'm going to go ahead and take a second and go ahead and turn on the intelligent noise cancellation. So again, this is the audio without intelligent noise cancellation on. Give me a quick second. I'm about to switch it. Okay, so this is what it sounds like with intelligent noise cancellation turned on. When you enable it in the receiver, you do get haptic feedback on the transmitter to let you know that it turns on. Also, the light on the transmitter turns yellow, but my voice should now, if it's working how DJI says it should work, be a lot easier to sound now in the midst of this crazy New York traffic that's going on. So you can be the judge on how well you think this works. I'm not sure if it sounds digital or what, but this is what the intelligent noise cancellation does. Drop a comment to let me know what you think. So with all that being said, I think that this is a fantastic upgrade over the original DJI Mic ones, which were already great. And I will say that the Rode Wireless Pros should be scared, and that video is coming soon. If you want to see how these work with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, there's a whole playlist up there. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on that device and how these microphones pair with that device and how useful it is, okay? But let me know what y'all think down in the description. Until next time, I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was useful. And until next time, tight shirt, Terry Warford, I'm out. Peace and chicken grease. Much love, y'all. Peace.